Welcome to Dean Court. It's match day. I'm Sam.
I'm Tiggs. How you doing?
And today we're welcoming back a special one, a legend, a hero, a saviour. I mean, he's had songs written about him.
But Eddie Howe had a dream to raise this passionate team.
He's had songs of songs.
Eddie had a dream on -17.
And he's even had poetry from me.
The league restarted with no fans to cheer, not getting behind Eddie and the lads. It was such a huge fear.
And he's even been sung to.
That looked a bit awkward, didn't it? He was named manager of the decade, and also he's got the freedom of Bournemouth, but today he's manager of Newcastle United. He did wonders for us, he's doing wonders for them as well. And Tiggs, a cup final, top 4 spot, their season is lit, isn't it?
They're absolutely flying, and we're not surprised. He was our special one. Probably always will be, won't he? Really? At least for our generation. So today, he's got to come here, he's got to get a win. But what does that mean for our manager?
Well, Gary O'Neill, he's clinging on to his position at Dean Court, and today, a ruthless Eddie Howe side, well, they could certainly stick the knife in. Who knows how it's going to go? It's a big, big match for AFC Bournemouth. We need a win. If we don't get that win, who knows? We can take you on a match day. Come on. Familiar face. Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah.
It's a big day today, isn't it, mate? Because Eddie Howe's back, but it's not only that. What's happening for you?
And mascot.
Your mascot.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you're going to get some insight into what happens in the tunnel. Whose hand do you hope to be holding as you're going out?
Snetti.
Senesi. Superb. Have you got a prediction for today, mate?
2-1 Bournemouth.
Are you going to give them some advice on how to score some goals? Because
Yeah.
we've only seen one this year in the league. Good man. Well, fingers crossed, Bournemouth get the win. Watch out for this guy. He's going to be a mascot. We've never been here this early ever before, but we're here to see Eddie. Come on. There's the ticket office staff. They're all there waiting as well. The Newcastle team coach has arrived. Well, JT. Hey, Eddie. Well, Perchy! There's the new man.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, we got Rob Trent outside Dean Court. Rob, you're usually glass half full, aren't you? But we're a team that's below the dotted line. They're looking for Europe. Can you make a case for Bournemouth winning this today?
The longer we go on without a win, the more confident I am that it's going to break it. And today I think it's going to be 3-0, and that's going to upset Eddie and the Eddie fanboys.
So we got Ahmad Shubal from The Athletic here. Look, I'm going to keep it relatively brief. We've spoken to you a fair bit recently. You're the font of all football knowledge, but I've got to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Look at this colour scheme, man.
Oi,
look at this colour scheme.
Get the socks.
Look at this.
The socks.
I
Come
love
on,
it, mate. Fashionista. No, let's talk football.
Yeah.
You wrote a piece in The Athletic, went out on Thursday, about how strange it's going to be for Bournemouth fans. It's also going to be strange for Eddie, isn't it, today?
Yes, very strange. I think he touched on that in his pre-match presser himself for Newcastle. It's just difficult to predict what it's going to be like. I remember reading on Twitter today, Eddie Howe obviously designed the away changing room to be less hospitable to the away fans, and now he'll be, I think they've probably changed a bit since then, but yeah, he'll be in there now, so he'll get a taste of his own medicine. But no, I mean, it'll be definitely emotional. I think Bournemouth fans will definitely be getting behind him before the game, but as soon as that whistle goes, I'm expecting them to get behind the team.
What have you got here, Adam? What's this shirt for? Who's giving you this?
I got it, and then I got it signed all by all of the players.
That's quality. And what name's on the back? Let's have a look.
From all.
Darren Randolph with Alexandra Burt there. Hallelujah. It's Heather.
Hello.
Heather, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Can I just zoom down a little bit? Whoop. What's this? What's this? We all know what it is. Last week it was announced that Heather is the new Her Game 2 ambassador for AFC Bournemouth.
That's
well done,
correct.
Heather.
Thank you.
What does this mean then? What do you have to do? What's the whole thing all about?
Basically, I am the person that communicates between the campaign and the club, and also I'm here to help anybody if they suffer any sexist abuse at the stadium. They can come to me. Obviously, there's the reporting line anyway that the club has itself, but if they don't feel comfortable with that, they'd rather speak to a person, then I'm always at every game. And basically just trying to encourage more women to come along to the football match.
Yeah, amazing stuff. So you got a Twitter handle. How do people follow you?
I believe it's HGTX Bournemouth.
But also your own one.
Oh yeah, HH Cherry fan.
It sounds like you don't know your socials yet, Heather. She'll be revising that in future weeks, I'm sure. Heather, you've done a great job, great ambassador.
Thank you.
Right, it's 4:30. We're waiting for team news. However, once again, 4G issues. First world problems here at Dean Court. We finally got signal, and we were with Tiggs, and we've got the team. 4:30 Tiggs. Tell me where it's at. Who have you got?
Well, I haven't got Tom because he normally does this, but we got Neto in goal. He's got captain. Then we got Stevens is back in.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Stevens at home, Mepham away. Maybe the way we're going.
Yeah,
here.
Mep's on the bench. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Lerma, Solanke. Solanke! Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant, up front. Watara, got Smith at right back, I'm guessing. Traore's back. He played bloody good last game, didn't he? Senesi at the back as well, with Billing. Nice. Anthony and Zamora.
There we go. So look, we're spurred on by the fact that Jane Anthony has signed till 2027, which is good.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's next. Come on, Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Hurry. Oh, what?
Wait a minute. Tavernier's on the bench.
Oh,
Let's hope he
nice.
gets on. Let's hope he gets on because I
Like
love him.
that. Right.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is see if we can find a couple of Newcastle fans. See what they think. Let's go. We're joined here by Newcastle fan Gordon. How are you, mate?
Very well, how are you?
Yeah, good. Not too bad. How's your season been? Do you love Eddie? We really miss him. Can we have him back, please, mate?
No, you can't have him back, and we absolutely love him, yeah. So thanks very much for him.
You can tell who this one supports. It's Connor. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, good. I'll give you an ultimatum, mate. Top 4 or Carabao Cup win? If you had the choice, what would you go for?
Carabao Cup.
Obviously, look, you're hunting down a top 4 space. We're teetering on the edge of relegation. Well, we are in the relegation spot at the moment. Mm-hmm. Is this a must-win game for you?
I think so. I think it would be 2 points dropped if we get a draw. We're drawing far too many games at the minute. But it's a tough fixture, to be honest. I know that Callum Wilson's been talking up the atmosphere here on his podcast. And yeah, it's my first time here, but I'm looking forward to the game.
Talk to me about Eddie, mate. He's doing all right. Obviously, you know the story about how he did so well for us. Bottom of League 2 to the pinnacle. He's worked wonders in Newcastle, hasn't he?
He's been incredible. The players he's turned round, like Joelinton, Almiron, these were players that were on the brink of not even being in the starting squad, let alone anywhere else. And they're probably our best players. So he's turned players into worldies. He really has. And to get us where we are now, and he's just been fantastic. Can't speak highly enough of him.
What's your I daren't ask you this, but what's your predictions, mate?
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go 2-0, Isak and Sean Longstaff.
And we're in. Shwan Jalal. got our coffees and we can see a number of ex-players, staff out there. I'm welling up already, I won't lie. No, I mean, look, this is a Newcastle team here that are here to do the business, and look, the atmosphere is slowly ramping up, but we're just a bit worried it's a little bit quiet. Hopefully, Tiggs, when it comes to kick-off and Nonny's doing his thing, we're going to have a raucous atmosphere, right?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. It's interesting seeing the people out there. I've seen Simon Weatherston, I've seen Purchase there on the ball. Yeah. Tyndall's there. Interestingly, they call Tyndall Mad Dog, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Newcastle fans, which is, we used to call him Permatan. So I think he's got a better nickname now, hasn't he?
I'm on mascot watch and I'm trying to see which player Adam has got. Who's he got? In, and we have our first topless Geordie. Love it. Well, get it! Oh! Bloody hell! Lovely little flick header! Oh, wide for a corner. Tiggs, you know who the ref is today?
No, who's ref?
So Stuart Atwell.
Oh, okay.
Do you know the last time we had him?
Not this season, was it?
9-0.
No, the Liverpool game. Of course it was, yeah.
It's Dongo, not Dango. It should be a hashtag, shouldn't it? Dongo, not Dango. Oh! Worth a go from Jaden, always going wide, but tell you what, nice bit of possession. It is better today.
Do you know what though about Jaden is he'll have a go.
Yeah.
And that's great to see, isn't it? Got the confidence to have a go. We've been so much better now. We've got Dom back as well. Don't you think? Like a focal point.
Yeah,
it's really helped.
Come on, boys. Bournemouth corner. Now let's get a good delivery here. It's not bad. Near post. Sure, but I wonder if muscle memory kicks in for Eddie there and he celebrated. I wonder. That's all he could do. Wow. Oh my God. Tell you what, Watara's doing so well on that right hand side. Just nick possession off Newcastle. We're winning the ball back. We're recycling it really quickly as well. Here he goes, Watara again. Can he beat his man? This is the acid test because they are good defensively. Made a bit of space. Pulled it back. Is it? Oh no, why don't you have a go? Oh my God. We're fucking about with it. No, we lost it. Come on, boy! We there! Getting into really good positions. Breakaway, and look what happens. Just before half time. Worst time to concede. Good save originally by Neto, but then the follow-up. Newcastle a level.
Newcastle United 24,
And it would have to be him. He scores every other week for Newcastle, doesn't he?
Yeah,
We just switched off. Just switched off.
It's a shame because we were, you know, we spent a lot of time up here, didn't we? And just the moment they got, chance they got, they took it. That's the difference, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They just got clinicality all over them.
How many chances we had in the last few minutes?
Makes for a different team talk now half time. We're going on grammatical, saying the White Stripes song for players, Jefferson Lerner, Daniel Ouattara, only works with 5 syllables. Karen Vorderman would be proud. Ben Susie Dent.
Susie Dent.
And Sam Maximum clearing the maximum height for a shot. I don't think you like that one.
Release. You have to come out a lot. I was to do that a couple of times, Nick Pope.
It's almost like you took the words right out of my mouth. The amount of times I've seen Nick Pope come out of his goal.
Yeah. A few times now.
Oh, hello. He's not happy. Uh-oh. Oh! Gordon's body was facing the wrong way there, so he's never going to get a shot away. But Neto, is he all right?
Just holding the back of his head.
No, maybe he's just biding his time. I tell you what, Bournemouth are cranking up the pressure in these late stages. They really are. 7 minutes as well. 7 minutes. Ball over. Good punch out by Pope. Some very nervous Cherries fans here. Looks like we could be holding out for a draw here. AFCB! Right back of it! You'll hear the distant sounds of Eddie Had a Dream there. Fair play. They did it after 90. Right, let's get a second eye on what's going on inside the ground right now. And back home. Well, that was a better performance, wasn't it? It was emotional at the end. I was doing the free-for-all, but you can tell that Eddie Howe was choked up when walking around the stands there, and you can see from the Sky Sports pictures as well that lots of Bournemouth fans were equally choked up as well. First time we've really been able to say hello and goodbye, really, I suppose. Same for all the coaching staff as well, including JT, the ex-players, not so much Ryan Fraser. But Newcastle were halted. I don't actually think they were that great. I think Newcastle fans are probably a bit concerned about how their form, in the league at least, has dropped off. They're probably looking over their shoulders a little bit at Spurs. I think that Bournemouth should give themselves a pat on the back for preventing them from playing like they can. I think throughout the side we saw some really improved performances, and there were some number of standout players actually. Traore, he's always impressing as well, and he did the same again. And how good was it to have Dom back in the side leading the line as well? I tell you what, it was better, a bit more impetus, a bit more flair. Is it too little too late to save our league season? We don't know. Gary O'Neill, I think he's bought himself some breathing space with that performance. It was better, you've got to say. We've got Wolves next week. We should really be looking for a win here. I think we need the W's on the board. We need the 3 points. And with more clinicality today, including Dom Solanke's chance, which he shouldn't have flicked. He should have just done the simple thing. We could have been out of the relegation zone. Fortunately, though, Southampton, well, 1-0 up against 10-man Wolves, lose 2-1. They look doomed. But then other teams around us are starting to clock up points. I think a couple of performances recently against Brighton, it was better, but that defensive resilience wasn't there. That we did have today, and that's a real positive. I think Marcus Senesi particularly impressed, as well as, of course, as Jack Stevens as well. So yeah, things are all right. Things are all right. Just want to see us picking up 3 points now. And what it does do, though, it makes me feel a bit better going into those free hits. Man City, who aren't that great. Arsenal, who are dropping points. And Liverpool, yes, they beat us 9-0, but look at their league position. Never say never. Thanks for tuning into this vlog. Best wishes to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final. I hope you do it. No one likes Man United anyway. And also in the league as well. Top 4, maybe, just maybe. As for Bournemouth though, well, hopefully we're going to be looking up. Gary O'Neill, he's still clinging on, but certainly he's got more of a foothold now after a much better performance. Fingers crossed we carry it on next weekend. Up the Cherries.